What is up, everyone, and welcome to the channel. Today is part 2 of our TV DJ booth build. Now, if you haven't seen part 1, pause this video and check out this video right above me. For those who are caught up, today is part 2 of our TV DJ booth build. In part 1, we got our rack set up. Our TV booth has a built-in rack. We got all the things installed and powered up, making sure they're good. Today, we're getting everything else put into the TV booth. We're talking turntables, mixers, HDMI cords, power supplies. We're gonna go nuts. We're gonna custom wire this entire booth so that all I have to do is wheel this bad boy in, plug my speakers up, and call it a day. So let's get into it. Let's get our mixer and turntables hooked up. Okay, so my one problem is I use MacBooks, and MacBooks don't have a ton of inputs. And the Rane 12s that I'm gonna use in this booth are capable of being HID devices, which is how I prefer to run them, using DVS as like a backup source just in case. So in order to make that happen, we have to add some extra parts, including a USB hub, which I really hate to do, but you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. So let's get these things wired up. So we gotta get this hub connected. Right now I have both Rane 12s put into the USB-A of the hub. Next we have our USB-C to B cable, which is gonna go into output A. Now I've got our mixer, our HID devices put up. Next we have power. So this particular USB hub has a power through built right into it. So we're just gonna plug that bad boy into there, and we're gonna run the end of this USB-C into our power supply. And then if you're wondering how we're going to connect this USB-C to the MacBook because it's so short, I bought an extension cable so that we can put this hub right down here. That way we have easy access to it, and we literally have one cable to plug into our MacBook. Super slick. All right, anybody that knows me knows that I like to manage my wires. So we are going to go ahead and do that using this interior Tessa tape. Interior Tessa tape is what they use to wrap wire harnesses in cars. It doesn't leave any sticky residue when you take it off, and it's got this nice felt finish. So I like to secure all my wires and get everything managed using Tessa tape because it's easy to remove, and like I said, it doesn't leave that extra gunk. And this may seem like a really obvious thing, but when you're using a USB hub, like I plan on having it this way, and I know that my left USB-A cable is going to my left deck and my right USB-A cable is going to my right deck. Just in case something happens and I need to replace a cable on the fly, I know immediately which side is which. That way there's no guesswork, I'm not fidgeting around, I can get the problem solved really quick. All right, we got everything test fitted. Let's go ahead and plug in these XLRs, and they fit with the hub there. So now we just got to Velcro the hub down, and our turntables and mixer are almost wired up. All right, the USB-C hub is secured, looks good. Next, we're gonna plug up our extension, and then we're just gonna wrap it in a little bit of Tessa tape just to make sure that doesn't accidentally unplug. There we go. Our single wire power and data connection is done. So like I said, I want to make sure I have DVS as an option for backup, just in case HID mode fails, the hub fails. There's numerous reasons why having DVS as a backup is a really good idea. So in order to do that, we just got to run these RCAs to the line level input of the mixer, and we should be all good. And just like that, turntables, mixer, totally complete. Okay, so I have to power 2 laptops and a handful of other devices. So instead of having 5 different power bricks, I chose to go with this Anker Smart Ultra Powerful Desktop Charging Station. No, I'm not sponsored. No, Anker didn't send me this shit for free. I bought this because I love Anker products, and this is one power cable. It's got 4 USB-Cs out with 2 USB-As on the side. It's capable of up to 250 watts of power delivery, which means it should handle 2 laptops, my 360 camera, and something else to charge with like 0 issues. So let's get this bad boy put in. I'm having a hard time with my TouchMix. Right now I have it sitting on a shelf and it works, but I have a sliding shelf for my rack. And the reason why I didn't install it is because the sliding shelf for my rack takes front rack mount screws, and rear rack mount screws. This DJ booth only has front rails for the rack mount, has no rear rails. So there was no way to secure it. But what I'm thinking is if I lay it on top of the Furman, then that Furman should be able to handle the weight of the TouchMix since it's more forward leaning anyway, and it shouldn't be an issue. So we're gonna go ahead and get that moved over, and then we're gonna finish wiring everything up. Okay, so the shelf definitely worked out. TouchMix is on it. Everything is awesome. Now we're gonna get the second rack mounted Furman put in, plugged up, get the other Furman secured and Velcroed down, get our power ran to our laptops. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there. So everything sound-wise is done. Mixer, turntables, wired up, plugged in, ready to go. Audio's good. Well, I think. Haven't tested it yet. Everything is ran. Wireless access point's done. We have an extra surge protector. I threw one more Furman up top. The last little bits we have to do are running the HDMI cord and power for the second MacBook, as well as running a USB for my 360 camera. And we gotta hook up a DI box just in case we gotta use an iPad. All right, we're done. Wireless DMX is in, TV, laptop is all ran, audio laptops all ran. Now we just gotta clean this mess up, plug it in, and pray that it turns on. All right, the moment of truth. And we have power. What a beautiful thing. Everything is completely wired up. The TV works. The Ranes are turned on, at least at a minimum with the mixer. Everything's powered up. Next is plugging in some speakers, just double checking to make sure we have sound, checking mics, and then we are done. And just like that, we have sound, everything works. TV is working, mics are working, Wolfmix is working, wireless DMX is running, laptops are charging. Man, it's been a time, but we have got this booth finished. All right, everybody, it is the following morning, and I realized that I never gave you guys a tour of the actual DJ booth, like what's in it, what we're running, how we're doing things. So let's take a peek at the actual booth so you can see what we're working with. So the very first thing that we have is the patch panel and the outlets. Next, we have the Shure UA844 Plus SWB. This is an antenna and power distribution unit. Next, we have our two mics, which we have a Shure SLXD as a backup mic with a Shure QLXD as a main mic. On top of that, we have our Furman PL Plus power conditioner. Next, we have our QSC TouchMix. And last, we have one more power conditioner whose only job is to run the wireless DMX transmitter and the wireless access point. That was our rack. Now, obviously, we need sound equipment to go through that rack so that we can have sound for our weddings or events. And providing that is a set of Rane 12 MKIIs connected to a Pioneer DJM-S9. Everything's going into a hub, going directly into the computer with one wire, which is pretty slick. Overall, super happy with how this came out. Next, we have our lighting control, which is a Wolfmix WMX1. It's the MK1 version, as well as a DMX transmitter to go out to all the DMX receivers. And next, we have the extra stuff. So we have our DI box. We've got an Anker power station powering everything. We also have our 6-outlet surge protector from Furman. And the last piece to the puzzle is the TV. That does it for the TV DJ booth. We have officially got this thing rocking and rolling, buttoned up, ready to go. I'm super excited to take this thing out on the road and actually start using it. I got some really cool and creative ideas planned for this screen. With that being said, I'd like to say thank you so much for watching. If you found anything valuable in the content, please subscribe to the channel. We have a bunch of videos going over the tech that we use as DJs with a lot more coming down the pipeline. My name is Seth Velez, aka DJ Seth V. This is DJ Tech Tips. Thank you for watching, and we out.